Can we start that again? Because it was reconnecting. 82 degrees, New York City, surprise impromptu live stream. And just as I go live, as I've been walking out here for about almost 20 minutes, what happens? I'm walking a dog, and obviously she handles the business. But wait, where we're going? So yeah, so now I got to try to do this with one hand. I don't have my tripod with me, so now I got to do a little bit of a Houdini act in order to leave that, and nobody on yet, so that's going to help me. So I'm sorry to start the video off in this fashion, but when Mother Nature calls, of course, timing couldn't have been any better or more perfect. But yeah, I wanted to do this for quite some time, considering last month I did my 31 days, and I missed doing these live streams where I get you guys and gals on. Hang on one second. And leave that. That's just chewing the grass here. But yeah, it is feeling like summer out here on April 14th, which is fantastic. But be in the moment. It's gonna be like this for the next few days into the weekend, upper 60s, and then next week it's gonna be back to normal, where it's gonna be upper 40s, low 50s. Which, you know, hey, that's fine. That's New York when you experience all 5 seasons in a week, or 4 seasons. I said 5. Ooh, what's wrong with me? So yeah, so let me fix this here. All right, so now as we come on, kids. Sorry for the glare and the sunlight and all that. I know it's a little bright, but yeah, a lot is happening. A lot is going on. I talked NBA tonight with the playing tournament. The NHL is a wrap. Both conferences have their 16 teams. Not a lot of drama. Last night the Flyers won, and with the Flyers winning, that propelled them into the playoffs, and they won in overtime, and his dog is yapping. Oh, I got it. You gotta tame that dog, but okay. Out of control. I'm gonna have a fight with somebody over here. Val! What is happening? Yeah, that dog is yapping over there. What's up, Val? How you doing? Thanks for all your posts. Thanks for all your support. As you know, Val, I know I got to get back to you on some of those things. Yeah, the Sharks won. And you know what? I was just talking about the NHL because with the Sharks winning, they knocked out Nashville because LA and Nashville were neck and neck for that last playoff spot. And because, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And because they won San Jose, they knocked Nashville out. So now I'm hoping for Nashville to lose its final game against Anaheim because I picked Nashville as an under this year, 86 and a half. And where are they at right now? 86. So yes, I got to hope Anaheim wins. And Anaheim's in that fight for the division too. So yeah, 2 likes, which is good. And 23 people. What is happening? B-Man, what is going on? 420ism. Almost that time for you. I'm good. It's beautiful out here. 82 degrees. New York for April 14th. Not only will I take it, I welcome it with open arms and open heart. Eduardo, what's up? Let me see if I can read that. I don't have my glasses. Shake it out. Aphrodil, I guess. What's up, Aphrodil? How you doing? What is going on? What is happening? How are you doing? How's everybody in your neck of the woods, wherever you may be? Talking a little sports here. NBA tonight. Baseball. Can the Mets snap this 6-game losing streak in LA against the Dodgers? Unlikely because you got Yamamoto pitching tonight. Although the Mets beat Yamamoto in his rookie year, I think it was his 3rd ever start, and they actually beat him pretty good. But I posted a Mets short today. Yeah, they did lose. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Val, because I know you mentioned that earlier. I got to check that when I go back. Back to, I mean, I can check it after I sign off here, but once I get back to the apartment, I'm walking the dog now, doing this live. But yeah, right now sports is percolating, which I love. Eduardo, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Where you from, Eduardo? Yeah, I always like to know where everybody's from. I know I'm bad because when I have people that come back, and I always ask them like, "Hey, where you from?" "Oh, that's right, you're from Ohio, or you're from Colorado, or you're from Arizona, or from LA, or whatever." So, well, you're from the U.S. too. All right, I'm in the Eastern time zone. I don't know what part of the U.S. You could just, if you want to go by, leave that. Yeah, if you want to go by what time zone you're in, all good. Just kind of curious to know where everybody's from. But yeah, I appreciate that, Eduardo. And thanks for hopping on board. Yeah, I'm just out here vibing, enjoying the weather. It's feeling like summer out here. Just me and the dog. And yeah, just wanted to chop it up about what's happening in sports with everything that's going on. Yeah, who do you like tonight? Miami, Charlotte, or do you like Portland, Phoenix? You got the games tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be. I would like the first game more. I'll watch a little bit of Portland, Phoenix. And how do people like it? That's on Amazon. I get it. That's what they get for signing the deal, the media rights. You kind of wish this was on TNT. And what I don't like about Amazon is because if you're trying to, let's say if you're trying to watch the Mets, me here in New York, and yeah, I got to get off of the Amazon app to go to regular TV to watch the Mets, which I do not like. I know our appointment got rescheduled. Oh, it did? Okay. Drews, what's happening? I'm coming to Baltimore, then New York at the end of the month. Nice. Oh, when at the end of the month, though, Drews? I'm curious. I'm actually, I know I hadn't said this earlier, but I'll say it now. I'm actually heading out of town for a few days at the end of the month. Actually, on the 30th. Just putting that out there. The Portland Club. Stankin? Uh-oh. Portland, Maine or Oregon? This dog's already tired. She ain't down with the heat. Going to watch the Orioles play the Astros one day. Nice. I know in the Astros, boy, they're hurting. They got swept in Colorado. They got swept by Seattle. They play Colorado at home starting tonight. And it was 6-3, and now what are they? I think they're 6-10. I think they're 6-10. No, maybe 6-11. Oregon. How you feel about the Trailblazers tonight? Now, the good thing is at least you have the fallback. If you lose tonight, you'll host the game on Friday against Golden State or the Clippers, who they play tomorrow. Hope Portland, Oregon gets a team in the next expansion. Baseball, right? That'd be interesting. I'd like to see that. Portland get a baseball team. Will the city support it, though? Because I know let's talk about Nashville. Let's talk about, yeah, as we talk about Portland. Why am I thinking Salt Lake? Yeah, I don't know Utah. I'd like to see him go back to Montreal, if you ask me. And we thought the Rays were going to do that, but the Rays are going to, with new ownership, they're going to build a stadium down there, more so in the Tampa area, not St. Pete, which I kind of like. But MLB, I like to see that. I wonder what they would call the baseball team. I know it's way too premature. It's not as if expansion has happened. And Rob Manfred wants expansion. And I want it too because then you even out the teams to 30. I mean, it's even now with 30, but you got 15 in each league. And my estimation, I'd love for them to go back to where you have 16 in each league, no in a league, and keep it that way. But that's never going to happen. And if they do in a league, do it just against the rival teams. So let's say if Portland's in the National League, their rival will be Seattle right off the bat. Just like Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, Angels, Reds, Guardians, Orioles, and Nationals, the regional rivals. I understand you got to make up some, like, Houston. But do you put Houston back in the National League to make Houston, Texas? Rangers, that is. Likely something with roses. It's called the Rose City. Oh, I can see that. I like that. Portland Addicts? That doesn't sound good, Drews. Portland Hobos? Oh, they already bought the land. Is it near the, it's called the Motor Center now, right? It's not the Rose Garden. Oh, yeah, you did watch the draft out, right? I remember you were watching it yesterday. Kids, come on. This dog always wants to get involved with people that are across the street. What? Come on. And look, she's still looking over there. What? No, they're not trying to call you. Wait, I didn't want to do that. Hang on. All right. Yeah, they are, but my Rangers looking good for a change. Yeah. Brandon Nimmo, oh, they're batting 360. Making Marcus Semien look like that trade is a bad one after the first 3 weeks of the season. Oh, the Mets. And I tell you, tomorrow I have my live stream, 12 noon Eastern. I haven't put up the link on the channel, but be on the lookout. If the Mets lose tonight and they lose embarrassing, oh, it's going to get ugly. And that was nice for them yesterday. Tomorrow, I don't know. It's not going to be pretty. Let's just put it that way. Thank you, John Reed. As he loves you too. Yeah, I did. ESPN was on my TV. That's why I watched the draft. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I know, what's her name? AG and AZ Fudd was your number one pick. She's going to be paired back with Paige Beckers, Dallas. And what, WNBA, doesn't it start, I think, the week before Memorial Day? So, this dog's pulling me in all different directions. Jeez. Anyway, so, yeah, lots going on with that. Tomorrow's live stream, looking forward to that. Podcast Thursday, as you know. Thank you, Val. Keeping the tabs on the likes. I should have brought my tripod because Veritas ratio, uh-oh. Let's not start a war in here. A religious one at that. There's no need. The immortal words of Mr. The dearly departed, of course. Rodney King, can we all just get along? Jesus. Who watches NBA, WNBA? There's people that watch it. Listen, I'm not going to front. It's not like I watch every game, but listen, I talk sports, so I got to get into it. I just can't thumb my nose at it. Sue Santabora looks like Matt Damon. Me? Listen, I take that over some of the other, and I got to shave my head too. Some of the other people think I look like, yeah, I didn't want to get into that, but that's a new one. Dude talking about Jesus loves when he drowned all the babies in the Bible. All the babies? I agree, that's not love, but drowned all the babies. I don't know about that. Is there any football news that's happening right now? No, Val, not that I know of. And thank God, because the NFL just sucks the oxygen out of the room. Well, you got the draft, was it 2 weeks from tomorrow? No, wait. A week from Thursday. Yeah, it's the 23rd. Yeah. Guts, who do you think is better, Darren Watkins or... you got to fill me in. Yo, Miles. Wait, that's not the Miles. Miles 6715. Oh, I know of another Miles that jumps in the room. Chronicles God, 70,000 innocent people died. Crazy, that's not love. Darren Watkins or Maestro or Gray? I don't know neither. So you're going to have to fill me in. AvGeek, what is happening? Jesus loves you. Now, AvGeek, is that for the Colorado Avalanche? Oh, it is? Why'd you change it there, Miles 6715? God sends the bears to more kids for mocking a ball man. Yes, you drown all the babies in the world. Uh, obviously, we know that's not right, but who, another Miles? Miles from Brooklyn? It's the only Miles I know. That's the only Miles I know. But, oh, something's happening up there. I don't know. It has nothing to do with it, even though I'm walking my dog. But how is it? Oh, there he is, up on the terrace. All right. Miles Morales? I don't know who Miles Morales is either. Somebody's got to clue me in on that. Same for Darren Watkins and Maestro Gray. I know of Sammy Watkins, NFL wide receiver. There's also Lanny Watkins, the golfer. But I do not know a Darren Watkins. Afke, keep it up, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Spreading the word of God, gospels. Yeah, all I do is just reply to, hey, Jesus loves you, or hey, God bless you. It's all good. And they turn children's stories to crazy. Remember, everybody in one way or another. God hates us all. It's a little strong, but I may not agree with that. Miles Morales, don't know who that is? Yeah, I don't know who it is either, Matt Val. Look him up. Well, I can't look him up now because I'm walking the dog. I got one hand. What are we doing here, kids? Come on, let's go. I know, I need to do these walks by my lonesome. I love the dog. I really do. But, I'm trying to have her walk. And she's stopping here. Leave it. Why are dogs like flies? Why are dogs attracted to poo? Well, there's one dog I know it's not attracted to it, so I got to give it up. But this one, want to smell, and I get it. It's territory. Ugh. Anyway, here I'm talking about dogs. Look at this. There's people sitting on the stoop, and she's going to want to go over there and say hi, but we know that that's not going to happen. So. Veritas, do you think if Satan was the supreme deceiver, he didn't trick all these people to worship? Wait, do you think if Satan... Eduardo, my day's going well. I can't complain. I'm good. I'm blessed, grateful, thankful, the whole nine. Satan body count 7 to 10. God, he ended everybody. God's the good one. Yeah, but you're making Satan out to be the good one also. If you're saying God is the bad one, but you're making Satan out to be good too. Satan is Satan after all. So. Yeah, how about you, Eduardo? How's your day? How you doing? Satan was far better? I guess is that, I don't know what that's based on. The old saying, the devil you do know is better than the devil you don't know, but yeah, I don't know. The devil's still the devil. Satan is Satan. I'd rather not have Satan in my life. I'd rather try to walk with enough faith and belief and to have at least a good enough spirit to put out to the world and energy that no matter whom that higher power may be, it's all dependent on what you put out to your family, friends, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and that's that. You're going to put out bad stuff, then you're going to put out bad stuff. Or you're going to try to steal from people, you're going to try to manipulate, you're going to try to deceive, whatever, based on whatever trauma that you haven't been dealing with, then that's on you. But if you don't deal with that, or you don't hone that to the point where it's like, I want to be better and do my best, then you know what? You're ahead of the game. Mal call all religions a lie. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to get into religion. I'm old communist, 92 years. Are you 92 years old? Welcome. And why is Satan bad? He told Adam and Eve the truth while God lied. Well, do you think Satan is good? Let's start there. If you think Satan is good, then I don't know. Then we may have to, based on him ending 7 to 10 people at the request of God. Are the Mets winning today, Val? I'm going to say no. Ben, stroking off. All right. I have a question. Ben, yeah, if you could do that, then God bless you. Better have a God that punishes innocent people. Rather have a God that punishes innocent people. How about rather having no one punish innocent people? How about that? And I wasn't the one talking about God here, so I don't want people to think that here I am trying to speak whatever is gospel. If your neighbor tried to end his kid, then said just kidding. Literally, all the horrors in the Bible are committed by God, not Satan. All right. Listen, you're talking to someone that does not read the Bible, so I can't speak on that. So, like I said, my beliefs, my morals, my conviction, they're all aligned as best as they possibly can, and that's without reading the Bible. That's all there's to it. So, yeah, you can speak on that. That's great. I can't. So I'm not going to debate, argue, disagree. I'm not going to do any of that because I'm going to talk about something. I'm not going to talk about something I don't know. So look at that. Interesting. We had one person come in the room and say Jesus loves you, and it's like, oh, God is this, Satan is that. Can we just talk about some sports or some positive stuff? Eduardo, help me out. I watched your shorts today, Instagram. Oh, thank you, Val. 2 of them, yes. Yeah, 2 of those were from the podcast yesterday, if you recall. Whoever's cooking that, it smells good. I don't know what that is. It does smell good, though. All right. Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've done one of these. In fact, yeah, because to me, like the podcast pre-games that I do on Monday and Thursday, that doesn't count. This is one on a Tuesday. I don't do a live stream. But I'm going to start doing more of these. For sure. Because I like doing them, A. And B, I connect with you guys and gals. And even if it does go off the rails like this live stream has, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go. She's tangled? No, it's not. Yeah, sports are there to distract people from what's really going on. You can say distract, but listen, I've loved sports since birth, pretty much. And that's not a distraction. It's what I love. And that's why I talk about it. And that's what my channel is about. So that's not a distraction. To some, it may be a distraction, but to me, it's not. Savvy boy, what's up? Just like Gladiator X, they spelled it out. Games are there to distract people, keep people orderly. Listen, it is Matrix Entertainment when it's all said and done at the end of the day. But again, I've been following it since I've come out of the womb. So therefore, that is something I could speak on. That is something that I could debate and argue and agree to disagree with people. And there is no ifs, ands, buts, maybes about it. You want to wake me up 2:30 in the morning and have a discussion about who's the better point guard, Magic Johnson or Steph Curry, then you're going to get slaughtered because it was Magic Johnson. And that's all there is to it. So hopefully people start jumping in the room and be like, JAYREELZ, you're nuts. Steph Curry is way better than Magic Johnson. I can give you one, not even a statistic. I can give you one sentence to tell you how Magic Johnson was. Listen, I won't go as far as saying way better, but I'm starting a team right now. Not even a split second, Magic Johnson's on my team, not Steph Curry. And please, you want to at me all you want. Veritas, you know basketball. Let's talk about it because that's an argument that you're not going to win. Ask me 3 questions, Vicky. All right. I remember greats like Hershiser, Bo Jackson, Ricky Henderson. Well, Hershiser's not in that category with Bo Jackson and Ricky Henderson. Those are immortal players, although Bo Jackson's not a Hall of Famer, but we all know it would have been. Ricky obviously is. But I hear what you're saying. On my YouTube channel, I like when people are commenting. Yes, that's what it's all about. That's how you build your community, Val. I don't remember basketball utilizing foul loopholes like they do these days. What are you talking about? A hacker shack? They're not doing that as much. If that's what you're referring to. Bio comments on my post. Shorts, Fishing Angels, JAYREELZ. I know, I got to do a better job of that. Hershiser wasn't a great pitcher, Zach. Wait, hold on. Was it Zach? No, Hershiser had the one great year, and he was a very good pitcher. He had the one immortal year, 59 innings of scoreless baseball, which is a record. And we know what he did that postseason. And listen, it pains me because he beat my Mets in the process. But, yeah, we both know. I mean, Or Hershiser was good, but he wasn't. He's not an all-timer. Mets, what happened to Soto? Soto has a calf strain, Val. I think he's going to start running today or tomorrow. And hopefully he's back by the weekend. They literally let them travel all day in basketball. That is the truth. Veritas, I know they changed the rules a little bit over the years, but, man, I mean, not only do they travel, they carry. I mean, I know. I'm going to sound like an old man get off my lawn, but it's the truth. Basketball's changed big time. Dudes are taking sessions. I know. That, totally agree. Vicky, I saw your question. How about neither? I know you just said you put up the two names, and it's tough. What's there to comment on that? You skipped one. Anyways, here's Ronaldo and Messi. It's hard to. No, I would take Messi, I think. Yeah, and listen, I don't watch soccer like that. But listen, I am not going to. One thing's for sure is that if you were to put a Mount Rushmore of soccer players, Messi's up there, not Ronaldo. I don't care how many goals he scored. Eduardo, my favorite song? You got to give me a genre. It depends. Like favorite hip hop song, favorite rock song, R&B, house, whatever. Then they bounce the ball, hold it for a bit. Yeah, I know. I can't. Veritas, I'm with you. That I don't like. I think I missed the question up here. Hold on. Bios, I don't remember utilizing foul loopholes. Yeah, that's actually 3 questions that I got. Oh, Savvy Boy from Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm from New York. Sorry, I knew I missed something here. All right, I think I'm caught up now. Yeah, Eduardo, that's a loaded question because there's a million songs. I won't say a million, but there's a lot of songs that I love. But it depends on the day. It depends on the day. And can I shout out one of my favorite artists? Not that she's watching. Sade is going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Shout out to, and now the big question is she going to show up? So we shall see. But yeah, but no, but again, as I was saying before, yeah, no, I'd say Messi, Vicky. Lionel Messi is definitely. If I had a soccer Mount Rushmore, would probably be it's Pele, Messi. Um, do I put Diego Maradona on that list? I don't know if I would. You probably have to. I know Hand of God and all. And who would be the last one? I guess you'd probably say Ronaldo. No, I don't know. Ronaldinho, I don't know. Who that fourth person would be is a good question. Broken my heart, sir. Answer should be Ronaldo. You're cool, though. I'm picking neither one. The last one, 3. Okay. Good thing, no NFL news. Yeah, nothing today, Val. It's going to be quiet until next week. Kids. Yeah, it's going to be quiet until next week, NFL. But, Ryan, welcome. I am not Native American. I was born in this country, but I'm not a Native American. I hope you've gotten outside today and enjoyed the weather, wherever you may be. Because I'm sure if it's nice here in the Northeast, it's got to be nice where you are. I got nature's highlighter in front of me. Am I an ex-vet? I am not. I know people have said that I look like I was in the military or a police officer. I'm neither. None of the above. Ryan, what part of the world you from? What's my lifetime happiest memory? That's a good question, Vicky. Yeah, I'd have to say when I got married, it'll be 5 years October. Hello. Yeah, 5 years October. That was one of the best days of my life. Not only because of who I married, but the amount of love, the great energy, the family in the room, both families. I mean, I wish I could have bottled that up. That's how good it was. MBDO double G. It's so nice over there. Doom and gloom here. And where's that? Oh, Montreal. I'm sure the Canadian fans are happy up there. Montreal Canadiens, that is. Valby, Pittsburgh, PA. Did they close the schools or something? Yeah, they did do that for the draft, which is stupid. I don't know what. The draft's at night. The draft's in prime time a week from Thursday, 8 o'clock. And then the next night, I think it's on at 7 for rounds 2 and 3. And then Saturday is 4 through 7, but that's in the afternoon. And then no school on the weekends. So I don't understand that. How is that possible? Face for radio. Yes, thank you. You are absolutely right about that. Well, I guess, 50%, it's not good, but it's not bad. What is that, green thumb? Uh-uh. I was at the bar when that game happened, but I'm not a sports guy. Wait, which game are you referring to? Come on. Yeah, it's weird. They should leave the decision open. Yeah. What time is it, Zachary? Depends on where you're at. Where I'm at, it's 6:55 p.m. My favorite team from soccer, Eduardo? See, that's the thing. Now, I'm a sports kook, junkie. I can't get enough of it. Soccer, I never really had an investment in, especially living here in the States. I know the MLS, you have the New York City Football Club and the Red Bulls of New York, New Jersey. I never got into MLS. I can't say I have a soccer team because of that. So, I mean, if I had to choose a team, maybe the NYCFC, but have I watched the game? I have not. So, I hope that answers your question. I know it's kind of weak sauce, but you're cool, sir. Be happy in your life, yes. And last question, what's your life like for young people out there? Well, Vicky, can I ask where you're from? And I'm not going to ask you your age. I would never ask a young woman her age. But when you say young people, I'm just curious as to how young. High school, college, out of college, if you give me an idea, but I can tell you. Favorite team is Barcelona. Billy Winter, what's good? Oh, it's all good. We're alive, breathing, and winning. We're all here, right? So that's a good start. But Vicky, to answer your question, life advice for young people, it's twofold. Number one, whatever it is that you loved as a kid. So if that meant you loved to paint or you love to build stuff, whatever that may be, you love to play sports, watch sports, follow sports like me, try to make that your living. I get it that you want to be successful in life to be, let's say, the old doctor, lawyer, etc., which is nothing wrong with that. But that means you're going to be in school for a long time, number one. Number two, you're going to have to invest a ton of time, and you invest a ton of time in anything that you do in life. But if you love it, if you truly love it, that it doesn't matter what time of the day, what day of the week that it is that you're going to do what it is, then it's not work. And I say that because this channel is about sports. So, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. So if it's a thing where if somebody were to wake me up at Wednesday at 3 in the morning and says, hey, you got to go into Manhattan because they want you in the studio to talk about this trade that took place 2 hours ago, guess what? I'm there. As opposed to having to wake up early to go to a job that I don't like. And even though I may be getting paid nice with vacation time and benefits and the whole nine, but I hate the job because that's not what I want to do. It's not what I love. So whatever it is that you love, that's in your heart, your passion, go for that. Do it, even if it doesn't make a ton of money. And the reason why I say that is because just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean that you're successful. Success comes from within. Look from within. What it is you want to do with yourself, how it is the energy you want to project to other people, that's what's going to get you in life. Not driving the fanciest car or living in the biggest house or having all the gadgets and technology. That's not success. In fact, it's far from it. Success starts in here, your heart. And if you don't have that, you're going to be unhappy. Bio, you and Dodge. Yes, again, tonight. I know. No, it's all right, Val. Yeah, San Jose Earthquakes. That's right. Bio. It's going to get ugly tonight. Mets are going to get spanked again. Tomorrow's Jackie Robinson Day. And interesting how the Mets and Dodgers are playing on Jackie Robinson Day. Didn't they play on Jackie Robinson Day? Didn't they play last year or 2 years ago? Because I know Bio, out of all the people that I go way back with here on this channel, Bio, you're number one. And I want to say, I remember last year they played that 4-game series where they split the 4 games, but I think that was after Jackie Robinson Day. Rick, I am not. That's it. Rick Liu, yes, no, I am not. All right, guys. I know, bye. I know you just jumped on board, but yeah, I'm going to head back. I know the Islanders, I just see the notification pop up, Hurricane and Islanders. I know, no big whoop. Their season is done. It's so congrats to the Kings, though, for winning and clinching a playoff spot. But yeah, I hope Matthew Schaefer, I understand it's more of an individual thing. I hope he gets a goal tonight, which will mean he will have the most goals scored by a rookie defenseman in NHL history. He will eclipse Brian Leach if he does that tonight. So we shall see. If you saw JAYREELZ join, yeah, Metro, yeah, I got to see that. Val, once I go upstairs, I'll have dinner, settle in. Come on. And I'll do that for sure. I need to go have a nice Eduardo, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for hopping on board. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, 12 noon. Another live stream. Thank you for your time, sir. See you soon. Subscribe. Oh, Vicky, I didn't like your questions. I loved your questions. Thank you for hopping on board. And I hope whatever it is, the advice I gave you, it's something that you may put to use. All right, Eduardo, thank you. Yeah, Vicky. Vicky, where you from? Before I sign off. Dogs, dogs, dogs. Ready, kids? I know we're going to go back now. Oh, India. All right. Good to hear. Boy, it's late up there. Wait, isn't it like 3 in the morning? Vicky? I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, 12 noon. Also, 9:45 on Thursday morning. I may do a live stream Friday. I may be doing something else on Saturday. Jumping on here. College student doing assignments. Oh, I hear that. So you got some schoolwork. I can't cross the street just yet because there's a dog that's crossing over there. All right. Well, good luck with your assignments. I hope you do well. Successful the whole 9. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. I'm just going to wait for this dog to go by. All right. Tomorrow, high noon, here on the channel. For those who hopped on board, I thank you. For those, my OGs, I thank you twice, as always, more than once. And enjoy your night. Tomorrow we'll recap. Half hour is Miami Charlotte. So yeah, I'll start watching that game. I may be in and out of that, depending. I mean, if Charlotte's gonna run him out of the gym, then I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, we'll recap it tomorrow. Looking forward to it. As always, peace, love, and God bless you all. Have a good night. Enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, on the flip, baby.